So overall today, I mean, the second period looked like there was a lot of frustration, a lot of agitation and anxiety. What was going into that team? Kind of like you guys lost the handle on that for a little bit there.
You know what? I think some of the calls we were getting weren't going the same way, and that's something that we just gotta. It's a distraction that has to be eliminated, and we had to play through some of the stuff that happens during a game, and we had to find a way to kill penalties. They got two power play goals to kind of get the momentum, and it felt like we were chasing the game after that. Thank God, Ribes, stood tall in there for the end of the second and the third period, and gave us a chance to win it in overtime or the shootout.
Overall, with Cello being back down, I know you guys as defensive pairs have mixed up a lot this season. How do you feel like that adjustment? Because you were with him a little bit tonight. How do you feel like that's going to go along playing this night?
You know what? All these guys are capable of playing at the highest level, and I think it makes the transition a little easier. But when you're playing with the guy as highly touted as Cholo, he's got a lot of skill, and it's a lot of fun in the O zone when we can move it around. D zone, I thought, we're good. We're not the most physical guys, but we're finding ways to end plays quick and move the puck up to the forwards. And at the end of the day, that's all that we're there to do.
And with those two power goals that they had, what was that breakdown like? Was that a defensive breakdown, or was that just something where everybody just kind of lost their moment?
I don't know. I think we saw that in Hershey at the beginning of January, where we were getting exposed kind of on that side. And I don't know if it's a systematic thing or whether we're allowing easy entries. I'm sure Coach McDonald will look at the tape there and tell us what's going on. But at the end of the day, it's important to kill those off. And our PK's been really good. And the games that it necessarily hasn't gone the right way, it seems like it's a slippery slope. So we just got to figure out ways to fix that and come back stronger.
And now March is going to be a tough month for you guys. You're on the road a lot. And after this homestand, what kind of, taking this momentum into it a little bit, what are you guys going to be addressing as far as the PK and the special teams goes to make sure that March is successful?
Well, you know what? We had that month in December, and I thought we were playing the best hockey of the season, both as a team and personally. I think we got into a rhythm where it was just, we were basically playing, morning skating, and playing. And there were some days off that we were really using to our advantage. And I think that's going to, come up again in March. I think historically we've always had this so-called crappy schedule in March, and I think we're looking forward to it. It's been a long couple weeks at home, getting on the road again. You can build that team chemistry on the road, and especially what's gone on, with the big club giving us Andrew and Cholo for the time being. You don't know what's going to happen, but to build that chemistry again on the road is going to be huge.
Did you play with Cholowski when both of you were in Detroit?
I think maybe one of the first games we did, but for the most part, no. I think they did a really good job of kind of separating the older guys and the younger, even though the first game I was almost an older guy, it seemed like. But but like I said, seamless transition. He's a good player. I'm comfortable playing my offside. I think it's a smooth transition for me, and I'm happy to do it.
There's got to be some sort of benefit to being on the same team at the same time, and then he comes back here, and then you've got familiarity. Is that safe to say?
Yeah, and it's nice having a BC boy. We're lacking those around here, so it's exciting to have him. He's a great hockey player.
Got a few games under your belt now. How do you feel down here?
I feel good. Got a good team, that's for sure. Lots of skill, lots of young talent, and then the veterans to complement that. So yeah, so far so good.
When you get sent down, what does Holland tell you as far as what he wants to see from you when you're down here?
Just work on D-zone plays, I just think. Closing on pucks quicker and being a little more physical and a little more aggressive. Just kind of having more intensity in the D-zone.
Do you feel like you've done that in the 4 games you've been here?
Yeah, trying to work on that every game. Obviously, it's going to be a process. So, I think I'm getting gradually better at it and hopefully can continue to do that.
Joe said you guys played a little bit together when you were both in Detroit. What's it like playing with him?
Oh, that's great. He's a warrior every night. Makes smart plays with the puck, and he'll do anything to win the game. So it's great to have a partner like him. I've really been enjoying it.
I imagine being on the same team at the same time, there's a familiarity aspect that kind of helps you play with him when you're down here. Is that safe to say?
Yeah, for sure. Played together a little bit in training camp and preseason, and then a little bit at the start of the season. So we know each other pretty well. And I think it's good to come here and continue that chemistry.
From Chalowski in the 4 games he's been here.
He's done some good things offensively, and he's showing good composure with the puck. But he's got to be better defensively, and that's one of the reasons why he's down here. And that's going to be one of our focus points moving forward with him. Is he's got to learn to end plays quicker in the D zone, and it's got to be consistent on a daily basis with him.
Excuse me. What goes into decision making pairing him with Hickett's?
They played a little bit together previously, and through development camps, and thought it's hit or miss sometimes. And we thought we'd put Big Mac and Lash together for a solid defensive shutdown pairing, and then JoJo and Cholo, 2 big mobile, or not big, but very mobile defensemen, and you kind of throw stuff at a wall and see if it sticks, and we'll make changes as the game goes on if it's not working.
Familiarity definitely plays into that thought process.
A little bit, yeah, it does. And then you factor in left shot, right shot. You factor in other tangibles who we're playing and stuff like that. So at the end of the day, sometimes the decisions work, and other times you have to break it up after a couple of shifts and try something new.
Good start for you guys, and then kind of faltered there in the second and third. What did you see in those last 2 periods?
Yeah, well, we lost our composure a little bit and took too many penalties. I mean, they're the 3rd-ranked power play in the league, and took three minor penalties fairly close together. And when you give a team like that those chances and those opportunities, they're going to make it sting.
What did you see out of Shoelite tonight? He seemed to be one of the more consistent players as far as strong.
He was skating well tonight. Again, he's got to make decisions probably a little bit quicker, but he's got to read plays a little bit sooner. But I thought for the most part he was skating pretty well tonight and was pretty effective for us.
With all the changes in it, there's a lot of ups and downs going on right now with him specifically. When it comes to the pairings, do you find him pretty adaptable? Is he meshing with whoever you pair him with pretty well, or is that?
I think any good team, any good player is you're able to play with other people, and you're able to recognize how you complement each other and what you need to do to work with that player. And sometimes it takes a little bit longer, but I think for the most part, good teams have good players that are able to adapt.
And I mean, there was obviously a little frustration going into the second period there, and things got a little unhinged. Going into overtime, how did you think Rebar performed? I thought he was outstanding, but in your opinion, how do you think?
I thought he was fighting the puck a little bit, to be honest with you, and he got better as the game went on for sure. But there were a few times where he didn't look as confident as he had in the past. And those 2 PK goals against him we gave up. I'm sure he'll want both of those back.
Do you think Hari being pulled up kind of mentally tripped him up a little bit? Or
no, he was going to play. He was going to play tonight anyways. So again, this is a good opportunity for him to take the ball and run with it while Harry's gone. I don't know how long Harry will be gone, but it's a good chance for him to play games, play back-to-back games. He'll be in tomorrow, and we'll see how he is tomorrow.
And Fulch obviously being here as a backup and everything. How is he meshing with his first day here?
Well, he landed at the airport at about 5 o'clock, and he got here at about 5:40. So
it's been a busy
very busy day for him. And again, he's at development camp. He knows some of these guys. A little bit of familiarity, but he's a good kid, and he's had good success down in Toledo so far. And like I said, we've got a good group that'll welcome him, and he'll be a part of us moving forward.
Coming into this big March play, this push, it's going to be a busy month for you guys. Is there anything that just sticks out that you guys really have to nail down before the playoffs really kick in?
I think consistency and the realization that every team is in a fight for the 4 spots here in our division. So I think we have to realize the magnitude of every shift, every period, and how much little things add up to big things that can have an effect on the game.
Back to Dennis real quick. When you said he needs to be better defensively, can you point to one thing specifically? Is it zone exits? Is it defensive assignments? Is it a combination?
It's ending. When I say ending plays quicker in the D zone, when a team has the puck down low, it's leading with your stick, directing where you want that player to go, and stepping into him and not allowing that player to move. I think too much time he gives him a little bit too much latitude. The offensive players to gain position on him and cut back and generate a little bit of confidence coming out of corners. If he's got it, if he wants to play in the NHL, he's got to play mean. He's got to play hard. He's got to play heavy every shift.
Is that a confidence thing on his part, or is that just a learning thing that young players need to learn how to do? Or?
No, again, he's a young kid. He's a rookie. So those are things that's not going to happen overnight. No one's doubting his character, his talent. It's just everyone. There's a reason why kids are down here. You know, they've got deficiencies in their game that they need to work on, and that's one of them that he needs to work on.